Volunteering. One morning, while doing my routine Facebook check, I saw that one of my friends was getting a group of people together to do volunteer work at the Humane Society the following day. I had never done any services with the Humane Society, and I decided that I needed to help my community. The following day when we arrived, we went straight to work. We filled in holes that the dogs had dug and organized kennels that people had donated from the community. That day we worked for around 5 hours at the shelter, and at the conclusion of our work, we got to go inside and view the animals. When I entered the shelter, I realized that they weren't getting everything that they needed. The animals didn't have the warm and soft beds like yours have at home. They were in metal cages and slept on newspapers. The lady who escorted us said that the animals have to stay in quarantine for at least 2 weeks, and that the vet station across the street would release them after being checked. She explained that without volunteers like us, they wouldn't be able to accept the animals and may have to close down. That's when I realized the true value and importance of volunteering, and that the Humane Society wasn't the only place that needed volunteers. The Humane Society of the United States stated in their website that regardless of the type of opportunity you choose, it is important that you make a fully informed decision and that you are able to meet the requirements and the commitments being asked of their volunteers. Great volunteers are essential to programs that engage them. They are also prompt, committed, and focused on the organization's needs. Valuable volunteers also follow rules, follow through, and communicate effectively. No matter where you decide to volunteer, you will get nothing out of it if you don't make the time to do the work. There are so many reasons why you should volunteer. You will learn new skills, help your community, boost your career options, and much more. Volunteer work is addicting, and once you get started and feel the good you were doing, you will want to continue your services. Volunteer work also helps you gain respect for others and find a good in all people. President Obama himself said, "I have learned to respect people for their individual and to care for the well-being of others. I have learned not only to value tolerance, but to celebrate diversity. I have learned to listen to others and to value their opinions and to work together in cooperation towards a common goal. In short, I think I can say that I have learned to be a better person through volunteering." From personal experiences myself, I can say by helping and volunteering, I have also bettered my faith. God put us on this earth to help one another and to not be selfish. Volunteering is defined as freely offering to do something or doing something without being asked. You do these things out of the kindness of your heart, and that is what God intended for you to do. There are so many places where you yourself can volunteer. Soup kitchens, humane societies, churches, schools, the Red Cross, and hospitals are just a few. Getting involved with these organizations often only requires a phone call and maybe you filling out an application. When deciding where you, yourself, want to volunteer, consider what you're passionate about, what you like, what you love, and what you really don't care for. For example, if you like animals, the Humane Society is where you need to go. However, if you want to be a doctor, go into the medical field, going to a hospital will suit you more. Volunteering in things you quite aren't good at or what you're not comfortable in will help you build a better character. You don't always have to travel far to volunteer. Picking up your elderly neighbor's yard or going to the local library to help children read are right around the corner. Opportunities to volunteer are everywhere. You can go to the soup kitchen to feed the hungry, the Humane Society to help the weak and lost animals find strength again. Churches are always looking for reliable volunteers to clean and organize the church. Hospitals need reliant people to clean the sheets and deliver food to the patients. And the Red Cross needs to get things to families during horrible disasters. Volunteer work is a growing need in America, and it starts with you. Get a group of friends together and go volunteer. It'll help you more than you could ever imagine. Volunteers are not paid because they are worthless, but because they are priceless. Thank you.